Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Dell. I'm excited that you're here with me today. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're returning back. Today we're going to get some channel messages as well as work with the tarot. All information about me can be found in the description box. How to book a personal reading is there as well if that's something that you're interested in or would like to explore for yourself, the different services that I offer. It's all done through my website, dellegoddessintuitive.com, or dellegoddess.com will also take you there. Any resources or things, articles, books, songs, things like that that come through as messages from Spirit, I also just throw into the description box. The songs can be found in our Spotify playlist. It's really great. It's called Songs from Spirit. You don't have to have a paid account to access it. It's just it's a playlist that's there for you if you enjoy music or want to check it out, or even just hit shuffle to pull an intuitive message for you that way. Yeah. Let's just jump in because I'm feeling called to kind of just get centered around the reading. So please do like, share, and subscribe. And to those who have already and comment, your support is very, very appreciated, and I'm so grateful. So thank you. But yeah, let me just get quiet a sec. I'm hearing it's important to enjoy the journey with where you are as far, or where you are as far. That's how it's coming in. I don't know why that sounds funny to me, but that's what it is. I'm always doing the readings, by the way, through divine love. That's the energy, that's the frequency I like to reside in, and always in a space of non-judgment. I believe that gives the the clearest read, the clearest view on the reading as possible. And it's just with energy translation and what I do, how I work as a medium, it's just there's no real room for judgment anyway. So I don't know why that's coming in for me to explain that a little deeper than I normally do. And then also, it's like we're at the Cosmic Post Office together checking the mail. Some messages are going to have your name on it and some are not, and that's okay. I get that you are guided right now. I don't know if this is like, I'm hearing it's actually somebody from your spirit team is guiding you very heavily and strongly right now, and you can lean into them for help and support. If you're unsure how to do this, you can just call in the help and support. I call in my spirit team. Please show me how you are helping. Please show me how you are guiding me at this time and moving forward. It sounds like there's a progression of things, of events that have occurred that have gotten you to the moment, and can't we say that's the truth with everything that there ever was? But specifically this time frame that you are finding yourself in, or this series of events, this grouping of events that has taken place, it's like a cycle or something. And it's just important to enjoy every stop on the journey, even if it's one that isn't as enjoyable as the last, or going to be as enjoyable as the next one, or something like that. Allowing yourself to be right where you are at and the time that you are in the now, in every now, is very important. I'm hearing is paramount to your success on the journey, or the rest of the leg on the journey. So I'm being guided to share. I realized something interesting. I went out, and I do okay in social scenarios. Sometimes it's overwhelming energetically, but I've just been feeling this call to be more involved in the community and be more out and social and in that aspect. And I felt great. I had a wonderful time going out to this function, this event. And the next day I felt like just very, very tired and drained, and I didn't get any negativity or any kind of something that would normally be there that would feel very draining on my energy. It was nothing like that. And it occurred to me I was hoping to see somebody. So unknowing to me, it was like I was present the night, but I wasn't really, because a part of me was like energetically scanning for this person to arrive that never arrived. And they didn't even know about it. So there was no way they were even coming. But it was like subconsciously there was this hope I would see this person. And it was interesting because I hadn't gotten to that realization when I first woke up. I was like, I don't feel great, but I want to make the most of the day. What can I do to help and support myself right now? I still consider it a social win because I went out and I had a good time and I enjoyed myself. So I'm not going to worry about it. If you're an empath, maybe you understand what I'm talking about here, where it's like you want to be out and be social, but sometimes it's so draining. But it wasn't like that. So long story short, basically, I realized that the reason I was tired was because I was unknowingly not present. So in my head, I was having a great time. I was very present, but I wasn't, because a part of me wasn't there fully present. Part of me was scanning for this other person to show up, maybe. And, you know, I realized that was what actually tired me out. So I'm not going to rake through my memory to see how often that has actually happened, but it occurred to me. It was just this like question, like, can you just allow yourself to fully be as everything is? Can you allow everything to fully be just as it is right now, in every now moment? And it's like you call in a lot more for yourself that way, and you're also operating at 100% that way within yourself. It's like a part of you isn't off somewhere else, isn't present. You're actually fully present when you allow that. So that's coming through for a reason. There's a couple more channel messages, so let me just get quiet and see what they are. Hearing this song by the Allman Brothers, Jelly Jelly, which is really interesting. I'll add that to the Spotify playlist, and they're saying, can you link it? So there'll be a link you can click on to see the YouTube version of it, so you don't have to go to Spotify. So something about Jelly Jelly is coming in. Something about catching a Peter Pan bus. Being on time for the Peter Pan bus. And not to be late. So giving yourself enough time to get situated and set up for success, so that way you don't have to take the next later bus. If it's not a bus, it's a train maybe. I am seeing bus though. They're being very specific about a bus, because they're playing Waiting for the Bus by ZZ Top now. I think that's already in the playlist, but I'll add it if it's not. There's one more, so to be patient a little bit. Be sure you're not just sitting around waiting for someone or something. It's like, it's giving me like sitting duck energy, where it's like there's other more important things that you could be doing with your time, your effort, and your energy, rather than just sitting and waiting for somebody. I'm hearing duck soup. I think that was a Marx Brothers movie, I think. But there's something about just don't allow yourself to be a waiting duck or a sitting duck. If you have other things you can work on, go ahead and do that. I feel like you've put in enough time, effort, and energy in waiting for something or allowing something to come in. At this point, it's just the waiting, and the waiting is like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? So there doesn't have to be a show or an event or a spectacle about declaring you're no longer going to be waiting. I'm actually just seeing you pick yourself up and you go and you do other things. If this is a case of you're just kind of sitting there waiting for something important to happen or whatever, there might be a fear that you're going to miss out if you get up and walk away, that kind of a thing. But it's just understanding and allowing yourself to know what's important for you. If you value your time sitting around waiting, is there a way that it can be more conducive to you waiting for something? It's kind of giving me a message of like if you order something online and you place order or whatever, and then it's like the equivalent of someone just like sitting there and waiting for the package to arrive. Where it's like, you know it's coming, you put the order in, so you don't have to sit there by the front door for days waiting for the package to arrive. There's other things that you could be doing. So, and even if the package arrived and you weren't at home waiting, it'll be there for you when you come back home. So there's something coming through about what's meant for you shall not pass you by, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's important to value yourself and your time and how you want to spend your time, and making sure that you do so wisely. Because if time is like a currency, it's making sure we're not overspending it by just kind of doing nothing. So how do we want to invest our time so we get the most for our return, the bang for our buck? Okay, so let's get some tarot messages. That was it for the channel portion. I'll get the cards out and then we'll talk about them. I'll get a couple cards out and we'll talk about them. It's important to allow things to be as they are, and to distance yourself from anything that is not important anymore. The lack of time, the lack of energy might be caused by yourself. So kind of like how I was scanning, my lack of energy was caused by myself. I wasn't even aware, you know. Okay, I'm hearing that's all for right now. So death is the first card coming through. No need to panic or or worry. Death is usually like the ending of something, so a new cycle can begin, a new beginning can come in, but something must close. So when one door closes, another door opens. That's how it's coming through. And choosing wisely about which direction you want to go in at this time. Again, I think I'm going to sneeze, excuse me. Ooh, thank you, excuse me. A lot of clearing with that. I keep getting like you're being guided. Somebody is guiding you right now. So calling on for support from your spirit team or the higher realms. Your angelic guidance is coming in quite strongly, loud and clear. It's ushering in a new beginning. It's giving me Archangel Gabriel energy, Archangel Gabriel's energy a lot. Specifically Archangel Gabriel in the masculine. So I don't really attribute gender really to the angels, but it's just sometimes I notice they take on a more divine masculine versus divine feminine role. So how it's coming through today, at least, is with Archangel Gabriel being more in the masculine. It's like there's this call for an action to do something rather than sit in receptivity, because it's just not time yet. That's all. So again, it's you put the cookies in the oven to bake. You set the timer. We don't have to watch the oven for that full 10 or 12 minutes. You know what I mean? We can get prep the next batch. We can clean. We can do something else. So that's what I'm getting. It's like there's just something important that wants to open up for you, but it needs to be closed out. But it's like you have an active role in that. You're participating in that. So as soon as I flipped open the Two of Pentacles, I heard, should I stay or should I go? I'm noticing too the quality of how the messages are coming in. It's like this, like, I'm not sure if I'm ready. I'm not sure if I'm ready. I'm not sure if I'm ready. And I'm just noticing it doesn't it's very like jerky, stop and go, stop and go. So it could be too that I keep getting and circling back to this message of, what if I move and the thing arrives? Now what? You know, then it wasn't the time. We can trust that. So there's something big and very important about that which is meant for you shall not pass you by, you know. But I'm just seeing you're well better off and in a way better position if you focused on the things you're being called to do, from your true calling rather than a fear of missing out of something. So again, I'm hearing, should I stay or should I go from the clash? And it's just weighing out the option of what should I do. And just because you get up and stop waiting for something doesn't mean that you're going. It means that you're choosing to place your energy into something more viable right now that makes sense. It's more conducive for your overall well-being. Yeah, Eight of Cups. This is you deciding, you know, yeah, I'm tired of waiting for this to turn to something. I'm going to go explore for a little bit and see what's going on. So actually being guided just to get another row of the tarot. So let's clarify death. We have Temperance. Yeah, coming back into balance with something. So I'm also getting a message of, this is interesting, I'm seeing kind of a story play out where it's like someone was waiting for somebody or something. I'm not sure. I don't think the detail is important, is the message. But it's just like they were waiting, and they decided, okay, I'm going to get up and do something else because I'm just sitting here waiting. It's not a good use of my time, and I'd rather be doing something else. And I'm over the fear that I'm going to miss out on this thing, so I'm going to go do something else. And it's like the thing arrives, or the person, they look around, they're like, oh, I think I missed them. I think I was too late. So it's like they try to figure out how to reach you, or something like that. So again, there's a big time message of that which is meant for you shall not pass you by. But there's moderation here. Temperance is about moderating. So do you need to give a little more? Do you need to give a little less? And I'm actually feeling like less is more. Less of your time, of your attention to this thing that, you know, is actually more, because you're able to place your time, attention, your effort, and energy into something that you actually value. So what would you be doing if you weren't waiting around for something? And answer honestly with yourself. Would you be creating something? Would you be going to a different store? Would you be, I don't know, making plans with someone who isn't going to stand you up, or rescheduling, you know, because it's if it's in the case of someone has stood you up or something, maybe you're the one on the receiving end, like you're waiting for someone to, I'm seeing that scene in the Royal Tenenbaums. I think it is a Peter Pan bus too, or a Greyhound, I don't remember. And but something in the narration is like oh, she was late as usual, or, you know, in usual tradition she was late. And he was waiting for her the whole time. But I'm actually seeing it's like you know, maybe this person like actually learns to respect your time, because you weren't just sitting there waiting around for them, you know. You're like, oh, I better be on time this time because last time they didn't wait for me, you know, something like that. So let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. I rarely clarify in the reading, so it could be two. You're looking for clarification, or you're seeking like a clarifying sign of, is it okay if I get up and go? I don't want to wait. And you can call upon your divine support for that. So there's a lot of worry about this. Nine of Swords is like the up all night card, worrying about something. So I definitely get that. Yeah, it's like, I'm worried about this. Nine of Swords, and is anything better going to come in? Is the thing actually going to come in? So actually hyperfixating and waiting for the thing to come in, it actually brings it in when you take your attention off of it. So clarifying the Two of Pentacles is the Four of Wands, which is really nice, because it's I'm seeing it's like you're waiting for a party to begin, but you see the party over there's thing going on. So you go and like, yeah, go enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? The other party will start eventually. It's not a big deal. But I see that you actually choose to go enjoy yourself and enjoy your life, and the thing comes in. So, and then, oh man, I was thinking this and I didn't say it, so oh well. But with the Eight of Cups, I was thinking, you know, it's like, what happens when the person walks away from the Eight of Cups and doesn't just hang out waiting for something to happen with the Eight of Cups? You know, they eventually discover their Nine of Cups. So clarifying the Eight of Cups, you have the Nine of Cups. So that's really, I love when that happens. So yeah, and the Nine of Cups is about emotional fulfillment, about wish fulfillment, about being happy with something, and someone's quite pleased. I'm glad I walked away. I'm glad I didn't wait, because I got to enjoy this really awesome thing instead, and I'm much more happier. And after the Nine of Cups, of course, we have the Ten of Cups, which is like the ultimate emotional fulfillment. Everybody has joined up at the party. You know what I mean? Who's supposed to be there. So thank you for sticking with me for this reading. I hope that and trust that it's finding you doing well. And until next time, stay well and take care.